Hello, Lunartics Collective. This reading is for all signs. This recording is for all signs. There are going to be 12 readings. So we're going to do one for each zodiac sign on the 17th regarding the full moon in Sag. So I want to say whatever each sign needs to hear right at the full moon in Sag. So this will be the first reading that I've gotten out for most signs. And just as a message for the collective, before we really begin, we've got the 5 of Pentacles in reverse and the 3 of Swords in reverse for all of us. Gaining. We are gaining. Where we have felt lack, we are seeing gain as the moon is in Sagittarius, as the moon is full in Sagittarius today. Gaining and healing. Where we were seeing lack, we are seeing gains. Where we were feeling heartbreak, we are feeling healing. Gaining and healing and gaining. That's lovely, and that's what it feels like it's about. Like, is this what I'm paying so much attention this year? Finally, to what this feels like. Is this what it feels like to have your moon in Sagittarius? Tell me in the comments if you. I hope this message gets to you before the moon is no longer full in Sag. My upload time is terrible sometimes, but I am relocated. I'm at a different location tonight, so hopefully I get this to you before, while a lot of you can see it. But yeah, if you have your moon in Sag, or you know people with their moon in Sag, let me know. Is this what it feels like? Oh, like, it does feel lucky, huh? It does make you focus on what is lucky for you, doesn't it? But in general, these readings, this energy seems to be about gaining and healing for a lot of us collectively. So as I said, we are going to do one reading for each of the 12 signs. They're going to be just like that, just like the one I just did. And first up is Virgo. I just drew which signs would go first. So we're going to do Virgo, then Libra, then Scorpio. And then I'm going to take a little break, and I'm going to eat, and I'm going to meditate again because I need it, and I need to work it in there. And that's just what came out when I drew the order for this evening. And then archers, crabs, twins, rams, lions, goats, bulls, and then fishies, your last. Thank you for waiting. Thank you for being so patient and so sweet. I don't know why I wanted to say that to you. I don't know why that wanted to come through, but fishies, you are last but not least. And thank you. I just really wanted to say that. Thank you so much for waiting. Thank you so much for being patient. Yeah. Thank you, you little sweethearts, for being last. But they're going to be quick readings all. So like I said, they're going to be just like that first reading where I just pull one card and then look at the bottom of the deck. This is the Deviant Moon Tarot that I'm using for that I'm using to get started. 2 of Wands in reverse, Virgo. Sun on the bottom of the deck. So yeah, quickly, if you want information about that deck, the Deviant Moon Tarot, just check the description down below. If you're looking for information on personal readings, private readings, links, my email address, which is LunarticksTarot@gmail.com. Again, just look down below. But otherwise, we're going to go ahead and get started with Virgo, and we might draw clarifiers and an additional card. We'll see how we go. But Virgos, we've got, like I said, the Sun card and the 2 of Wands. Yeah, there's no way for me to angle that for you to be able to see that. I'm sorry, Virgos, but I'll hold it up for you. So Virgos, at about 5 minutes in, you're resisting planning for yourself, perhaps. Maybe afraid of your own success in some way for some reason. And so resisting making plans for the future, or unable to choose a direction for your future. Some of you who resonate with the term and the path and the journey that has to do with false twin flames, that is not out of the realm of possibilities of what I could be seeing with the Two of Wands reversed. But with the sun shining down on this card, yeah, and the Magician card in reverse beneath that, Virgos, yeah, some of you may be dealing with a Leo energy specifically. Could be, possibly. This can be a Leo. Afraid to make plans with a Leo, feeling that a Leo might be a false twin after all. Feeling that a Leo is keeping you from acting on making plans for your future, or just making plans for your future. Yeah. A Leo could be contributing, a Leo energy could be contributing to why you are afraid of your own success in a certain area of your life, Virgos. But it's leaving you feeling, or it has been leaving you feeling, unable to manifest. But for a lot of you, that's what you're stepping out of in this full moon, Sag, full moon energy. It's taking control of that once again. Yeah, you haven't felt like you've been the boss in your life in this situation. You haven't felt like you've been in charge here with the Emperor card reversed. Right? Right? You felt stuck. You felt like you were really waiting way too long on your success, and so you had to make a decision. You had to make a decision. Are you going to keep waiting on something else to pay you, or were you going to become a creator of your own success, of your own rewards? Yeah, I really, and we have the full moon here too. I really do feel like it's this full moon energy in Sag that's going to help you come out of that stuck place, that unable to manifest sort of place. Yeah, there's some reason why you feel like you can't choose the direction you want to go in. You have to choose another one, or you're torn in two directions. So many of you are afraid of your own success, but I guarantee you with the Sun card on the bottom of the deck, you are going to surprise yourselves, Virgos. You are going to surprise yourselves. Some of you may need to hear that you just need to choose a direction, regardless of what that direction is. You're like waiting on someone or some sign or something to tell you which direction you should go, and you should just go. Just keep working on what you've been working on, Virgos. Keep working on what you've been working on. We did not even draw any clarifiers. So let's get one additional piece of advice from the Radiant Rider-Waite. This is the same as at the beginning for the collective. This is a time of healing and healing, completion, release. Obviously completion, release, it's the full moon. But it's good to be reminded, right? This is a time of lessons. We do already have the Page of Pentacles here on the bottom of the deck. Lessons, creation, the Empress shows up again, and relentless movement forward. Relentless movement forward with the Chariot showing up. So some of you may be dealing with the Cancer. Some of you may be dealing with the aftermath, Virgos, of having found someone out. Someone who offered things that they could not, made promises they couldn't keep, offered things they couldn't live up to delivering, right? Some of you, it's a little different for everyone. Have hope, have faith, be strong. Simplistically put, This is about renewing belief in yourself, the tests that you've been given recently, Virgo. If you are among those Virgos who have been tested in their relationships, their connections with people, having felt betrayed by certain people, or energies in general, life in general, maybe for some. This is about remaining strong, remaining capable of controlling your own emotions regarding those things by remembering that you are the one that you need to have faith in, right? So you have to show yourself a version of yourself that you can have faith in, right? But with that, Virgos, I really do, that's the additional advice. I thought I was going to get it from the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot, and I suppose it gave us a little something to work with too, didn't it? But again, if you need a private reading, scroll down below, and otherwise I must be on to Libras, Virgos. But I hope you will make wise choices for yourselves moving forward, Virgos. And I love you. And now at about 11:11, cut to Libras. Libras. Libras, Libras, Libras. Okay. Libras, some of you are dealing with a prominent fire energy in your life, a Capricorn, or I'm sorry, a Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, or Leo. I don't know where Capricorn came from, but maybe that's relevant. I would think that Sagittarius is what would be relevant, as we are under that full moon. That's what these readings are about. What is that energy? What is that time period, or even moving forward? What is that energy offering you, offering all of us? And you've got this, Libras. I think you're very affected by this energy. I mean, obviously we all are. It's potent. It is permeating everything. It's beautiful. It's lovely. It's lucky. It's fortunate. It feels so good to me. But you've got the Moon card and the King of Wands. So you've got, just Sag full moon energy coming through very obviously there. And yet, someone around you, or maybe it's your own energy, Libras, is feeling stuck. Is your own energy feeling stuck, or is it someone who is very close to you and their energy is permeating yours, much like the energy of the Sag full moon? That moon is also talking about Pisces energy, of course. And there you are. So we have the Seven of Cups underneath the King, the Judgment card beneath that, but then the Justice card, which is a Libra card, certainly for me. And that Page of Pentacles shows back up, Page of Wands beneath that, fire messages of security, financial security specifically. A sense here of being absolved, though you have been divulging in this Piscean energy, this tendency to escape. Yes, Libras, you've been escaping, right? With a new partner, with a drink or two. I don't have any Libra in my chart. No Libra, no Sag, but still I feel so lucky. And that's not true, right? Because we all have all the energies in our charts. I don't know why I put you on top there. Oh, I see. So there's a new beginning. There's a new beginning ahead. Not so close that I would say on the horizon, but then beneath the Justice card, beneath the two pages, then we do have the Fool card here. There's a new beginning to be had here, maybe with an Aries energy, again, the same fire energy, Sagittarius energy here with the Judgment card. Okay, so a reminder that how lucky we feel at this time is so much about how worthy we feel, right, at this time, Libras. So those of you who are feeling unworthy, Are you telling yourself you don't deserve the luck, the opportunities, the wealth, the health, whatever would be lucky for you at this time in whatever respect in some way? Are you telling yourself you're not worthy of it? You're undeserving of it? Where is that monologue? Where is that self-talk? Where is that coming from? Where is that judgment coming from? Just because for some of you, just because you've been indulging in escapism. Again, that can be escapism in the form of a relationship, escapism in the form of indulging in fantasy, fiction, drink, drugs, sugars, TV, whatever, you know, anything that allows you to escape from your reality, from your burdens, from your responsibilities, from the decisions you need to make in life, from moving forward in some sense, because that's what's happening. It's keeping you stuck. And it's keeping you someplace that is hectic and chaotic and stressful, maybe temperamental for some of you, instead of, you know, allowing you to move toward calmer waters, calmer mental and emotional states, as the Six of Swords upright would normally depict. It's definitely, drinking is definitely a problem for some of you at this time, Libras, but not all of you. You know, it's specific for some. It just has come through with the Seven of Cups and the Six of Swords reversed, and you have Justice upright underneath of here, though. -16 minutes in, almost 17 minutes in. Okay, so here we are again with the Seven of Cups. Reverse, the Judgment card, if you can see these, and then the Knight of Wands. I mean, the Knight of Fire. You are moving through this state of being you know, just sort of collapsing into illusions, self-created illusions. You are moving through and past that state with the help of this Sag Full Moon, which is an amazing time to release anything that is not making you feel fortunate, right? And past that state, you are feeling absolved. You are reaching a state where you feel like yourself, because you feel like it's okay that people can see that you made that mistake, that you indulged a little too much, like a lot of people do. And then I think this stuck energy, honestly, Libras, will certainly just dissipate for those of you who are feeling it. I think that it's important for you to lean into any part of your chart that is mature masculine, maybe, but certainly fire energy, Sag, Leo, Aries at this time. Which parts of your life, of your chart, reflect this fiery, intense, passionate, bold, commanding, very natural and raw, but magnetic, social personality here? A family man part of some of you, man or woman, really. So with that, your reading is a little too long, Libras, and I will now move on to Scorpios, but thank you so much for checking the reading out. Enjoy the rest of that Sag Full Moon energy. Thank you for all contributions to Lunartics Tarot, and I love you all, and I hope that you make wise choices for yourselves moving forward, Libras. Don't feel boxed in or determined by anything we talked about here. Yes, I will post another reading, Libras, for you very soon. You have mid-months coming up still. And now at about 1913, cut to Scorpios. Scorpios. Hi, Scorpios. It's Page of Wands here on the bottom of the deck. The Page of Fire. Fire messages, intense, passionate messages coming through for you, right? At the Sag Full Moon. That makes sense to me, Scorpios. So we're just going to pull, one card is the intention, and the last reading, Libras, they got two. So we're just going to pull one card. Scorps is the intention, and then Look at the bottom of the deck. 5 of Swords. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make that face at you. The 5 of Swords. So there's some mental, verbal, certainly mental, maybe verbal battles going on for you in your relationship, in a partnership of yours. We have this 2 of Cups here, so a bond, a coupling. And is it with a Piscean energy, since the Hangman is below that? Is it somebody who it's just really not y'all's time with the Wheel of Fortune reversed? It's just not time yet. So, okay, so I was just talking about how lucky and fortunate the energy of the Sag full moon feels to me, but you know what? You may be dealing with a situation where someone was having to juggle 2 energies that meant a lot to them. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean 2 romantic partners. For those of you who know it's 2 romantic partners, then you know that. And in that case, you are already healing from that heartbreak I see here with the 3 of Swords below that. But there's also 2-2 here, so it could be the energy of you starting a new project, Scorps, and so maybe it's just broken your heart that you haven't had the time to dedicate to something that you love to do or really want to do, or really want to do specifically because it makes you money. Maybe you haven't been able to cut out someone or something, some energy that doesn't help you from your past, an addiction, a pattern, a person, a way of life in general, a version of yourself in general, some relationship. Again, doesn't mean romantic, but just some relationship. You maybe haven't been able to cut it out. And so it leaves you in the spot where you're juggling 2 jobs and you don't even like one, or 2 people and you need to just choose one, or 2 ways of life and you know who you want to be, but you're still addicted to this circle, this hangout spot, this, you know, fill in the blank, right? But it's just not been time yet for you to cut ties with that thing. And so you've just been hanging on, but knowing that you have to make a sacrifice here and that it's going to feel like a great sacrifice. And meanwhile, you are having a verbal or mental battle with or regarding someone that you do feel like you're in a partnership with. Maybe specifically, maybe a romantic partnership for some of you with the 2 of Cups showing up. Now, maybe that's related to the other, or perhaps not. It's going to be different for everyone. Let's get some clarifiers, just a couple clarifiers. We're using the Deviant Moon Tarot, Virgos, and the Radiant Rider-Waite. And you've got the 4 of Swords and the King of Cups. Now, you can find information about those decks down below. You can also find information on private readings down below, LunarticksTarot@gmail.com, and you can find information on all the decks, actually, that I use in Lunartics Tarot readings, plus a lot more. So check that out if you're interested. What I see here is you parting ways, Scorpios, from someone because you are feeling emotionally unbalanced. Now, maybe that's because these fights, these verbal and or mental battles you've been having with this person just leave you in that place. But there's advice here to meditate, go into a state of solemn contemplation and meditation post-battle, the way that the soldier here would. The soldier who's pictured here would absolutely be showing gratitude for the people who helped him through that battle. Him or her would be showing gratitude for what he has left, even if it's just who he is, his own dignity, his future, right? And so you really post-battle, 5 to the 4, you really just need to post-battle show gratitude for what's left, show gratitude for the fact that you made it through it. Even if it's the other person with the 5 of Swords showing up here, even if it's the other person who's actually feeling smug and feeling like they won in the situation, Scorps, that's just, not necessarily true, but you're just not feeling like yourself right now because you were so committed to this partnership, this bond, whether it was business or romantic or otherwise. But I do think that it was meant to fall apart. I do think you were fated to make this sacrifice. I do think someone was juggling more than they could handle, again, whether we're talking people, energies, them, or you. and you're healing. You're on the mend. You're on the mend. You are on the mend. If not you, they are. Someone's on the mend, and someone is on to focusing on work that they love to do, focusing on that work. This couple, I think, this couple or this couple's problems may, I think, have been keeping someone, one of you, if not both of you, from creatively expressing, from expressing yourself creatively, from expressing from your heart space. And probably in terms of a creative art, a creative project, right? And instead, now that you've had these battles, these fights, what you two have either agreed upon or what you one or both of you find yourself doing instead of spending time together is focusing on work that you love to do. So this could be a creative partner. This could be someone who is a partner in a business and or creative venture, and they are stifling this partnership is stifling your creativity, and they're judging sort of the art that you're creating, whereas you are the artiste, or vice versa. Let the artist work. If you are investing in their work, you are investing in their work. If you're not, then you're not, then go. But aren't you investing in this person's work? Then allow them to do it. That's really the vibe I feel coming through. And you have to tame your desire to be too haughty, too mouthy, too, frankly, bitchy with these other people. They just don't understand what you're working toward. It looks like is a work in progress. It's a slow work of art. And just remember that whether it's you or them, just remember that you are the artiste, and this collaboration, this partnership is not you or them. Whoever is. And these mental verbal battles, this critical partnership and critical collaboration isn't helping or aiding the project. It's not doing anything but stifling someone if you don't allow the artist to create and to express from their heart space first and foremost. Scorps, I hope that helped. I hope the insight was able to reach you there. I hope you don't feel boxed in by anything we laid on the table. I hope you will make wise choices for yourselves moving forward. Enjoy the rest of the full moon in Scorpio energy, full moon in Sagittarius energy, Scorpios. And I love you, and I will post another reading for you very soon. Okay, Archers, Sag, it is your full moon. Here we are, the 17th? Yeah, the 17th. Sag's full moon. So, this is a time for a lot of you to manifest, obviously. I think this camera pretty sure this camera needs cleared off just a little bit. Give me 1 second. Okay, that's a little bit better. So Sag, we are using the Radiant Rider-Waite and the Deviant Moon Tarot so far. We may see some other decks in this reading. We'll see. It's going to be a sweet, short reading. We're already almost 30 minutes in. If you want information about private readings or information on any of the decks that I use in Lunartics Tarot readings, contact information, which is lunartickstarot@gmail.com. All of that is down below in the description. It looks like, Sag, a lot of you are working hard with the Eight of Pentacles showing up here for you on the bottom of the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot. Working hard, maybe even to the point of feeling like you need to steal some time for yourself. Yeah, working slowly and surely and steadily toward a goal, probably financial independence. As you have the Knight of Pentacles showing up for you. Sag with 2 nines, the 9 of Pentacles in the Deviant Moon Tarot here, and the 9 of Wands. So it feels like, you know, financial independence that a lot of you have been waiting on for a long time. I need some music. Okay. That's something on anyway. And I think the camera's a little bit better, a little clearer. In any case, the Knight of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles. So again, yeah, I think you've been waiting on this financial independence for a while, and I think you're moving toward a goal that you've been holding out for a while. For some of you, maybe it does have to do with a soulmate energy, Sagittarians, with the 6 of Cups showing up below that. For others, you know, it could be a passion project, a creative pursuit from your past that you haven't revisited or allowed to take the forefront of your energy and time for a while, right? Something from your childhood, someone from your childhood, but a lot of you don't want to leave behind more than you lost. For a lot of you, it's someone or something that just, it felt like a loss, and you realized recently, or even at this time, right around this full moon, that even if it was a person, a partner, romantic or otherwise, with the Lover's card here in reverse, person, project, whatever this energy was, you've been disillusioned, I think, about the fact that it's doesn't necessarily have to be a loss. Still, like I said, I see you working hard and pursuing a goal steadily, persistently, for sure. Let's get one piece of advice for Sagittarians at their full moon. And the 8 of Cups wanted to show again. That's insane. So again, it was already on the bottom of the deck. Work hard. Focus on your work instead of this love, maybe lost, maybe not, right? If you have that, focus instead on your work, on work that you know has bears fruit for you, Sagittarians. And the time to make an offer of love, especially one that you're timid and shy about, is once you have that financial independence and security. Listen to your dreams. Listen to your dreams, Sagittarians. Listen to your dreams. Follow your dreams and listen to your dreams, right? At this time. At this lucky, lucky time for you. Listen to your dreams and follow them. Work hard toward those dreams. Rather than, and if financial independence is one of those, then of course, certainly that. Rather than on rekindling this soulmate flame that's maybe not lost, that yes, you're disillusioned about. The bond was broken, so much has to be rebuilt. It's not something to be rushed into or rushed back into even, right? So let's focus on your dreams, your stability, your work, your money, your income, your independence, your long-term goals first and foremost, okay? That's what's coming through for you, Sagittarians. I'm sorry, I keep doing that to check the time, and I love you, and I will post another reading for you very soon. Please don't feel boxed in by this one. Don't feel determined by this one. You know, this is a snapshot of the path you're on now if you resonate with it, but this is certainly not to make you feel determined or boxed in, like we said. And I think I already told you private readings down below. Thank you so much for all support to Lunartics Tarot. Thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting, sharing, emailing, messaging, ordering, and donating. And those who have been donating, thank you so much. And I think that's everything I needed to say to you. I love you again, Sag, and I will post another reading for you very, very soon. Hi, Cancers. Hey, Crabs. Cancers. Cancerians. Let's see what the full moon in Sagittarius has to offer you. The Five of Cups reverse wanted to show up, so perhaps a lot of you are moving swiftly past a period of mourning. Let me turn this music down for us just a little bit. I don't know why I said swiftly, but yeah, some of you are at this time you feel like you're coming out of a period of mourning. Some of you are making sure you're not leaving behind more than you lost. So let's shuffle a couple more decks and see what comes through for us Cancerians. This is the Deviant Moon tarot deck that I am shuffling now. The Five of Cups reverse showed up for us in the Radiant Rider-Waite deck. So we will shuffle up both of those and see if that card resurfaces, the Five of Cups reversed. But we might use some other decks as well. So information about the Radiant Rider-Waite and the Deviant Moon Tarot, as well as any other decks that I use in Lunartics Tarot readings, can be found in the description box below. You can also find information there on private readings if you would like one, Cancerians. My email address is lunarticstarot@gmail.com. You can find links and prices and all that good stuff below, as well as information about the music that you hear. The copyright-free playlist that you hear is linked down below too. So all of that in the description. Cancerians. Do you feel lucky at the Sagittarian full moon? Let's see what that Sag full moon has to offer us. The Sun reversed. Bottom of the deck, the Queen of Swords. So it looks like for us Cancerians, the Sagittarian full moon has to offer us an opportunity to cut someone out of our lives. Perhaps a masculine figure. Somebody who has been in and out, a masculine figure who has been in and out. I'm not saying that it has to be a man, but somewhat mature, a masculine figure who's mature in ways but immature in other ways, and is certainly in and out of the picture. It makes us sad that they're in and out of the picture, and it makes us sad also to have to cut them out of our lives entirely, right? But that's who needs cut out entirely. Possibly a fire sign, possibly Sag, Leo, Aries. Can also be a message for a lot of you to stay up tonight, stay up into the afternoon, evening. It's evening already as I'm recording, so definitely as I'm posting, hopefully. Let me just show you this, the Knight of Wands. We're 38 minutes in. Some of you may be represented by this Knight of Wands here. This is Sagittarius energy. Some of you may be mystic energy speeding toward enlightenment at this time, feeling advancements in your own spirituality, your own metaphysical understandings, etc. Finding a deeper understanding of yourself, your own spirituality, spirituality in general, even if it's not yours, but certainly finding spiritual depths because you're having to someone out of your life, not necessarily someone, cut an energy, whether it's someone or something or some part of yourself, your past, having to cut some energy out of your life very quickly in order to make progress forward, in order to see success in some area of your life, because you've been juggling this person or these people's or this energy's way of draining your energy with the other things that you actually want to dedicate your energy to. And it's been a mental battle, it's been maybe even a verbal battle, and you've just felt like you couldn't make the decision about what to do. But all along, I feel like most of you have known crabs, Cancer. Cancers, crabs. I feel like all along, all of you have known, though, that, you know, ultimately what would have to happen is this energy would have to be cut out. Some energy, something you were expending your energy toward, right? Because it's just not making you happy to not be able to make that decision, to not be able to put your energy toward what you want to, right, crabs? It's just not making you happy, and you want to feel secure, and you want to be learning and or exercising skills that you feel can make your world, your home, your family, etc. secure, right? But it looks like at this time that's going to be based on a fight. You're going to have to fight for it, and you're going to have to let your heart be broken for it, and you're going to have to move away from something and toward calmer, less stressful emotional and mental states in order to get to a place where you can exercise your skills, your knowledge, your income in a way that actually makes things secure outside of this energy, probably an energy that's been in and out of your life. Maybe, like I said, maybe it's a fire sign. Maybe it's Aries, Sag, or Leo. Maybe, because Leo is missing. So yeah, for crabs, there's a lot of crabs who are missing a Leo. Oh my, yeah, there's a Leo who's been in and out, and you just know, crabs, you just know that you got to very quickly say, hey, if you can't cut that out, your back and forth energy, then I have to cut you out. And it's time for that. And it's like the Sag Full Moon, this time of release and completion, right? You can ask for extra strength in order to do so, and really see that through, especially if it's a Leo who's been in and out, who's been blocking like your financial, material abundance, resources, yeah, draining them maybe, or just keeping you from focusing on them, right? That has to be cut out, that energy, or at least your willingness to expend so much energy toward that which is not actually fueling your own abundance, right, crabs? So at that, I have to leave it in your capable hands. Please don't feel boxed in or determined by anything that we saw here on the table. This is ultimately just a snapshot of the path you're on now, even if it does resonate with you. And I hope that it did. I hope the needed insight reached you. If you need a private reading, I think I already told you, scroll down. And I love you, and I will post another reading for you soon. Thank you so much for all of your support to Lunartics Tarot. Subscribes, likes, comments, shares, etc. The orders, the donations. Thank you so much. It's so appreciated. And yeah, I hope you make wise choices for yourselves moving forward. Hey, twins. This reading is for the full moon in Sagittarius during your season, Geminis. And it is for anyone who identifies as or finds themselves very interested in a Gemini energy at this time, right around the full moon in May 2019. Or June 2019, Geminis. We've got the High Priestess there on the bottom of the deck. I saw the Seven of Swords reversed there. You need to listen to your intuition about who has already been revealed to you, who has already been revealed as a liar, someone who might betray you. And you've got the Two of Cups. We're just doing this short 2-card spread, the one card in the bottom of the deck. You've got the Two of Cups and the Page of Cups, Geminis. No, the Two of Cups already wanted to show for you before this. It looks like a brand new, loving, maybe timid and shy offer, but genuine nonetheless in regards to a bond, a coupling, a partnership, a loving bond forming with someone. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. It might be someone that you've already been through some-ish with, Gems, because we see the Five of fire, wands, rods here in reverse. So some ego drama, some petty ego fights and drama may have ended between you and someone. So thus giving you all a chance to perhaps reconcile. Something's not complete. Something's not finished. You don't have closure on a matter. Might be a Leo. Might be a Leo that you're missing, Gems, perhaps for some. Maybe that's someone that you're missing, but you're forming this new bond with somebody else. Completely possible. Let's just get one clarifier on that Page of Cups, that new love offer. Like I said, maybe a timid, shy, uncertain, unsure love offer, but a genuine offer of love, not, all the same. A blending of opposites. Just one. We're going to get our clarifier from the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot, and we have the Deviant Moon Tarot that we've already been using here. Yeah, it's somebody that you've been waiting on for a while, Gems. Someone you've been waiting on for a while. So probably from someone from your past that you've already been a couple with, and you're looking to still be a couple with, remain a couple with, or start a new partnership with. Maybe it's a part of yourself. Maybe it's opposite parts of yourself coming together, making a love offer to yourself. That's totally possible. But I think it also has to do with heartbreak, as the Three of Swords here is on the bottom of the deck. So I definitely think it's someone who has broken your heart before, or who has been broken by you before. Or in order for you to take this new love offer and start this new partnership, perhaps someone else's heart has to be broken, Gems. But this love offer, I really do. I think it's something you've been waiting on for some time. So I do not think you are going to turn that one down. You're just not like to pass that up, because you have been waiting on it. It just may be heartbreaking to someone else, or it may mean, or it may mean forgiving and accepting someone who has broken your heart before, right? But that is what I see for you, Gems, very simply put. So I hope the needed insight here was able to reach you, and I hope that that illuminates the gift that the Sagittarius full moon has to offer you. I love you, Gems. I will post another reading for you soon. I hope you make wise choices for yourselves moving forward, and I hope you know how much I appreciate all of your support to Lunatics Tarot. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi, Aries. This reading is for anyone who identifies as or finds themselves terribly interested in an Aries energy right around the full moon in Sagittarius. You may be finding someone out. Someone may be found out around this time, Aries. Someone sneaking around, someone betraying you in some way, or maybe it's you. Maybe you've been sneaking around. At this time, Aries, someone is being revealed. There may be a fight, mental battle about said reveal, whether or not to allow yourself to be revealed, or a verbal battle that ensues once you or someone else is revealed, perhaps, Aries. That's what I see coming through so far in the Deviant Moon Tarot. The Five of Swords has wanted to show twice now. I just want to shuffle a little bit more, but there's definitely a verbal and or mental battle that is wanting to come to a close, wanting to see a resolve, wanting to result in peace, ultimately. I think Aries are desperate for the arguments to stop, or someone that you're dealing with is it's causing sleepless nights. A healing needs to take place. It's causing worry, doubt, fear, anxiety. Oh, it's just it's unnecessary, angry, mean energy, really, Aries. And at a time, you really want that to come to close now, because significant changes are taking place, and that can be one of them. You have felt like you were in a period of lack and desire and need, and now you are gaining around this Sagittarius full moon, Aries. And so you're quickening your pace towards your goals, and you just don't need the extra. Might be a Scorpio that you're dealing with in their shadow side. Okay, you certainly are moving toward said goals at a slow, steady, but certain pace, Aries, Rams. But you've been waiting for some time to see this through, right? That's what it means to be working in details, but also in certainty, right? Moving slowly, but assuredly, confidently. But you have been waiting for some time. You have been waiting for some time to see this come to fruition, Aries. I think I told you this is the Deviant Moon Tarot, and this is also the Radiant Rider-Waite. If you'd like information about these decks, Aries, just scroll down to the description below. You can find information on private readings, my links, all that information. My email address, LunarticksTarot@gmail.com, is down below. You can also find information about the music that's not being played, Aries. Okay, information on that music that you hear now is also down below. So Aries, we see a new love, a fated opportunity, good luck, good fortune, the Sag Full Moon in general, an opportunity to communicate openly with someone or maybe with multiple people. Again, a new love or a renewed love, a divinely timed opportunity, fated event. Again, good luck, good fortune at this Sag Full Moon for you too, Aries, regarding something that you would like to resurrect. I think it's a renewed love. Regarding something that you would like to resurrect, regarding a transformation, a transition, a rebirth, a death and rebirth that you have been resisting, avoiding, because you are holding out hope for someone, because you're waiting on someone, moving very slowly toward a goal. And I think if what you were hoping is for a love to be renewed, a love to be resurrected, I think this is the time. I think it's divinely timed. I think someone is throwing Aries a bone, so to speak. And again, resurrection. I see resurrection again with someone from your past, with someone with a soulmate energy from your past, because there is such a love, such a passion here, such a passion. Someone's inspired to see that through. There might be a lot of sexual energy related to this as well, Aries. Emotional and sexual energy. And I think it's someone that you lost before based on the cards that we're seeing come through. So it might be another fire sign, Aries. When I see this fire messenger come through, it might, another Aries, a Sag, a Leo. It's someone that you can have a happy, stable, comfortable, secure home and family life if you choose to together with, Aries, for sure. That's that goal for a lot of you that you've been moving toward, for sure. But it's something that you have to act on. It's something that you have to will into being. Maybe it is another Aries energy here, but it's something that you need to put your conscious will and effort and action toward in order to make manifest. Lovely. I hope that offered you the needed insight here. I hope that you don't feel boxed in or determined by anything you see here. I love you, and I will post another reading for you very soon. But in the meantime, thank you so much for all of your support, Aries, and just for checking the reading out, for liking, commenting, subscribing, emailing, messaging, donating especially. Thank you, and ordering, of course. I told you that information is below. If you've been trying to resurrect something, trying to bring something back to life, someone is throwing you a bone or you're throwing them a bone, you have to put it into action. You have to water this seed, this fated opportunity that you're being given. You have to see it through. You have to treat it like it's brand new, Aries, in order to really give it life, to breathe life into it, and to really resuscitate it, to rejuvenate it. You have to breathe life into it through treating it like it's something brand new, even though it's something that looks like it's renewed, because it looks like you've been waiting on it for a while and moving toward it for a while. So congratulations if that resonates with you. Again, I love you. Thank you, Aries. Another reading will be posted for you soon. Hey, Lions. Leos, how are you on this Sagittarius full moon evening? Let us see what it has to offer you, Leos. This is the Deviant Moon Tarot. This is the Radiant Rider-Waite. I might dip into some other decks, but I really haven't had time to with any sign yet. So we'll see what comes through. We'll see what I'm inspired to do. If you'd like a private reading from me, Leos, just scroll down to the description box below, check out your options, the links, my email address, which is lunartickstarot@gmail.com. You will also find there information about this copyright-free music that is now playing for us. You'll also find information about these decks, the two that I mentioned, the Deviant Moon Tarot and the Radiant Rider Waite, as well as any other decks that I use in Lunartics Tarot readings. So with that, let's look at the 2 cards that came up for you. I'm just doing these short 2-card pulls for everybody. We've got the 4 of Swords. So you need to meditate to go within. Maybe you're have been feeling, Leos, a little defensive. Still healing, it looks like, from anxiety, depression, maybe even sleepless nights, insomnia, just worry, doubt, fear, basically. Some worry, doubt, fear, anxiety that kept you from pursuing a new beginning, that kept you from being your own boss in some way, or kept you perhaps from pursuing a new beginning with a divine masculine of sorts. It kept you from being happy and celebrating. You may have even had to leave a friend group of sorts, perhaps because you wanted to focus on your finances and follow your dreams, Leos. But you're currently repeating a negative cycle with this defensive energy somehow. There might be an Aries who's messing you up. You are healing at long last. You are seeing relief from that anxious energy, but with the 7 of Wands in reverse, there could be new anxiety and resistance and defensiveness coming through because you feel this need to stand up for what you believe in for some reason in some area of your life, but then you're not doing it. And to find that courage, to find that oomph, that zest, that muchness that will push you on, Leos, just go within. You need some time of solemn contemplation and meditation. And I said that to another sign earlier, definitely. Solemn contemplation and meditation, solitude with yourself, the answers that can be found within through showing gratitude for whatever has seen you through, whatever battle you've been through most recently, or for whatever remains after said battle, if that's the state you feel like you're coming from. So that is what's coming through for you, Leos. There's less of a need to actually be defensive and try to defend yourself, and more of a need to just rest and relax and actually do real work to be able to defend yourself in the future through resting up and going through a period of healing and gratitude and incubation. And again, in solitude, solemn contemplation and meditation. Since your reading was so quick, we'll draw one extra piece of advice for you beyond just meditate more, or beyond just find new ways to meditate if you can, Leos. What else comes through for you as far as a piece of advice? Okay, there's a couple. You may... Okay. So part of the reason that you really may need to meditate, Leos, is because you're looking to move toward emotional fulfillment, a shared emotional fulfillment, where you and the people around you are sharing such joy and emotional fulfillment with one another that you actually end up sharing that energy, radiating that energy out to the world. And so then you see that joy reflected back to you. That's what you're headed towards. So you really need to meditate on who is around you, what is available to you, what signs you could see in somebody who could offer you that partnership, Leos. You really need to think about that at this time, because there's someone around you who's making very blatant, mushy, gushy, obvious, flowy love offers to you. They're offering you a whole hell of a lot, but they may not be mature enough to make the offers that they're making, and ultimately it may break your damn. In any case, it really may break your hearts ultimately, and this person may not mean to be immature or manipulative, but they just may not know what it is that they're offering. It may dawn on them later, right? I'm not sure where we cut off there, Leos, but that's what I see. That's why I think you need to go into meditation. We've got a pair in reverse here. We've got a queen and a king in reverse here, a masculine and feminine energy that could perhaps complement each other, because ultimately water and earth here are both feminine energies, but a masculine and feminine energy in the respect that they're a king and a queen here, an earth sign and a water sign. So a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, masculine energy, and a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, feminine energy. But perhaps what we're looking at is just, a feminine energy who's feeling a little insecure about a relationship, and a masculine energy who's feeling out of touch with his emotions, unable to be diplomatic and reserved about his emotions. Someone who is, failing to see how they can be both creative and practical about a relationship, perhaps, or just their life in general, and someone who may be emotionally disturbed, even insecure, and an insecure couple. Again, these offers that it perhaps, from what I'm seeing, likely the masculine or a masculine energy are making, these offers are just premature. They're just immature. He just isn't really able to back up all of what he's offering. And again, what you're really headed toward is this emotional fulfillment, right? Shared emotional fulfillment. So you really have to stand up for what you believe, and you're just feeling a little too tired, weak, played, let's say, even to do so, but it has to be you, and you can find the strength through this solemn contemplation and meditation, all by yourself, all by your lonesome, all in solitude, no influence from anyone else. I'm not saying you can't talk to or be advised from your loved ones, your friends, Leo. Certainly go right ahead, but then you also need to find a space just for you, to show gratitude for the fact that you have survived this person and this relationship, if it's a romantic relationship, a partnership, whatever it is. But also, there's the Four of Swords wanting to show, again, as we are talking about it, show gratitude for what has helped you win this battle. It looks like there is a victory coming if you can find this quiet, blank space for solemn contemplation and meditation of solitude. What has helped you make it through past battles? What is making you, helping you make it through current battles? What do you have left? Is it just a part of yourself, a version of yourself that's still beautiful, right? So we need to show gratitude for it. Leos, thank you so much just for checking this out. I hope you make wise choices for yourselves moving forward. I hope this doesn't make you feel boxed in or determined in any way. I thank you so much for all of your support. I think I said that already. Likes, comments, shares, subscribes, donations, orders. Thank you. Information on private readings is down below. And we will move forward with that, Leos, because I know that I can leave it in your capable hands. Again, advised to meditate. And I love you. I love you very much, Leos, and I will post another reading for us very soon. Hi, Capricorns. This reading is for the full moon in Sagittarius, which is leaving you not feeling very much like yourself, as far as at least those Capricorns in the Lunartics Collective who are joining us. Apparently we want one more card regarding that situation, Capricorns. I was just pulling one and then doing the bottom of the deck, but for some reason you are getting a second one. This is the Deviant Moon Tarot that we are using to pull these cards, Capricorn. Not feeling very much like yourself in Gemini season in general, needing to rejuvenate, replenish, needing to get in touch with the spirit of nature during Gemini season. Something about all this focus on partnership and love is not leaving you enough room to focus on work and money and finances and determination. Maybe there is a partnership, a love interest who has broken a bond with you, broken a tie with you, maybe a karmic tie, maybe a contract, a soul contract, or maybe just, promises that should have been kept in work, right? And so you need to rejuvenate your own spirit. You need to get in touch with the spirit of nature because, yeah, someone has lied to you. Someone has betrayed you for some of you, or someone has just been sneaky, dishonest about who they were. And it's blocking you. All this energy is blocking you from getting to your empire, your wealth, and the health that comes from that wealth. So, you know, if you want to stop juggling these two areas of your life, Capricorns, then you need to really ask yourself the question, why are my passion projects lacking focus and energy and enthusiasm? And it's probably because of these relationships, these bonds broken. Maybe they're romantic, maybe they are actual contracts and bonds broken, relationships broken in regards to your money, in regards to your business, perhaps. But in any case, you need to show restraint regarding your own emotions as these things fall apart, Capricorns, because if they haven't been, then the evidence of them falling apart is going to be evident very, very shortly. For a lot of you, it's a divine feminine who is drifting away from you. You may not see that yet because we have the moon in reverse. So it may be that all is not what it seems. It may be a Cancer divine feminine who is quickly moving away from you, making progress in a different direction. And again, if you want to focus on your finances and your passion projects and your wealth, your empire, Capricorns, and you really have to look away from that and focus instead on what matters most to you. You really have to not look away from it. So I'm not saying don't feel it, don't move through it, but you have to, like the Strength card said here to us, restrain your own emotions, your desires, to really indulge in those emotions as much as possible. I do think you should feel what you're feeling and feel it thoroughly, but it's basically saying here that it's just a choice for you to focus on finances and work and passion projects instead of this energy that was really just trying to steal from you, steal energy, steal time, steal wealth and health, even if that's not what they consciously meant to do. That's ultimately what was happening. And like I said, it's had you not feeling like yourself all through gem season. And not really accumulating the wealth that you would have liked to, that you meant to, that you certainly were able to and should have been able to. So, let's get one clarifier here on this star card. Some of you are being encouraged to pay particular attention to your astrology. Some of you have really been stuck in a lack mindset and in a state of lack, focusing on what you don't have. Some of you, you've broken bonds and partnerships because of what you don't have. Others of you, because the bond or partnership has broken, it leaves you feeling like all you can focus on, all you can see is what you do not have. Maybe some of you still feeling with somebody but alone with that person at the same time, some of you. Very interesting. This is a lengthy healing that needs to take place, is what's coming through mainly, first and foremost, Capricorns. After this person, this relationship, this bond broken, this contract broken, you are entering a time of healing. And it is you that is healing yourself, aided by the divine, of course, Capricorns. But it's a lengthy healing that needs to take place, a very lengthy healing, one that cannot be rushed. And especially for those of you who are focused mostly on your finances, especially, you know, it's a lengthy healing, especially for those of us who are healing something within our own psyche about being stuck in a lack of mindset. I'm getting a message here that it's just going to take patience to see the fruits of your labor if you want to work on something that you love to do instead of something that you just know makes money pretty immediately. Instead of instant gratification, you want to be an artist of sorts, perhaps, Capricorns. It's just going to take time. I see a message of needing to be patient and perhaps needing to collaborate with the right energies rather than the wrong energies. If you're already in collaborations that are unsatisfying, collaborating with the correct energies or standing up for yourself within those collaborations can lead you to a place where you know how to be both creative and practical regarding your finances, and you know how to take care of not only yourself but your own, those children that you feel like you parent. May lead you toward a new love. This pursuit of the craft you love to do may lead you toward a new love, and perhaps a new divine feminine counterpart, specifically for those of you who are looking for just that. But with that, Capricorns, I will have to leave this in your very capable hands. The last piece of advice here is to absolutely listen to your own intuition, as always, regarding these matters, and continue to move forward steadily and surely toward your goal, trying not to look back toward things that were negative for you in the past, worries, fears, doubts that held you down in the past. Letting go, releasing, especially at this time, at the Sagittarius full moon, of anything that you know you need to let go of, anything that causes those worries, doubts, and fears. Because if you focus on the worst, if you expect the worst, Capricorns, you absolutely, through that, can attract it. When really this doesn't need to be any worse than the reality that it's just going to take a long time for you to create and express what it is you want, and then to reap the rewards as a return for that expression, because it's something that you love to do. It is your truth, it is your authenticity, but you do often have to make great changes in order to live and express that truth and authenticity. You often have to fight for it, Caps, right? All of us. I do feel it's a time of significant change for you, certainly. So again, scroll down to the description box below for information on private readings. Thank you so much for checking this out, for all of your support. I love you, Capricorns. I hope you make wise decisions for yourselves moving forward. And please don't feel boxed in or determined by anything that we've laid on the table today. And I love you. And I will post another reading for us very soon. Okay, Bulls. Hey Taurus, hey Bulls. How is the full moon in Sagittarius treating us? Can you tell me? I will try to tell us. What does it have to offer us? What are we looking at this time? The Temperance card and the Four of Wands. A happy, comfortable home, but that we might have to be patient in order to reach, that might require precision in order to be constructed, in order to be stabilized, founded with two opposites coming together, perhaps. And it has to do with work we love to do. Maybe it in itself is work we love to do, or maybe partnering with someone, signing a contract, entering a lengthy entanglement, choosing a path where we have this partner who is an opposite from us in order to stabilize that home. Maybe that in itself is work we love to do, or maybe we have work we love to do this Gemini season and around the Sagittarius full moon that requires a partner of sorts, and that will stabilize our home and or family life. Perhaps for a lot of us, it will help us to be an entrepreneur of sorts, Bulls. Help us to be more social, to exercise more control over our own spiritual life, over the spirit of nature, the elements themselves, the people around us. Allow us to be more influential, bolder, more intense in a way, more passionate. The King of Wands came through there for us. So this is the Radiant Rider-Waite that I used to pull our initial cards, Bulls, and this is the Deviant Moon Tarot that I'm using now to pull a clarifier for us on our present situation. We've got the Nine of Wands in reverse, so we, like some other signs, have been waiting on something for a while, this comfortable, happy, pleasant home and or family life, this partnership, this work we love to do, this will and desire to be precise in our dealings, to be precise in our ability to combine our own efforts with others to create new collaborations. I think there's a collaboration that needs to be carefully considered. Will it help your home and family life? Will it help to stabilize what you have going on? I think it needs to be questioned. You've been waiting on this stability, this work, this collaboration, this combination, this money for so long, and while waiting, you have felt that whatever project here that you are very passionate about, Bulls, has been lacking energy, has been lacking enthusiasm, you know. You couldn't give it enough of your attention, enough of your time, or just enough of your zest, right? You just didn't have enough oomph behind any contributions you made to said project, and so you might be eager to jump at the chance to have a collaboration, a partnership, a combination, and really, rather than jumping at the chance to have a collaboration, right? Because we may really, really feel like we need this collaboration, we need this partnership, we need to accept this seemingly loving offer, but it may not be that ultimately absolves us, allows us to be ourselves, or to resurrect a project specifically that we've been trying to bring back from the dead in some way, if that's this specific case. We may more so need help from the divine than help from someone physically. It's not to say that we don't need a partnership, but we need to be really precise in our choosing of what combination we want here, whose work, whose goals, whose beliefs, whose efforts we want to combine with our own, right, Bulls? Again, yeah, we've just been waiting on this project to come to fruition, this partnership to find a way to combine. We've just been waiting on it for a long time. But that strength that has built up over time, instead of using it to hold on to something that really is not going to help to stabilize our comfortable home and family life and environment, instead, we really more so need to use that strength to cut any energy away from us, out of our life, that is not serving us at this time. We need to be both creative and practical. We've got a spiritual, passionate burden on our hands that we may need to see through all on our own, through being very crafty and through being very honest and honest with ourselves and honest in our relationships and our dealings. And that's where that strength needs to go. That's where our focus needs to go, even if we're sad, even if we're upset about what we've been waiting so long on. A message for a lot of people lately is patience. A message for a lot of us is that patience is still required for a little bit of time, certainly for this time period. Right around the full moon in Sagittarius. I hope that the needed insight that was offered here was able to reach you, Taurians. I love you. I will post another reading for you soon. I hope that in the meantime you make wise choices for yourselves moving forward, that you don't feel boxed in by anything that was in this snapshot of our path currently. And if you would like a private reading, just scroll down to the description box below. Check out your options, your links, my email address, which is LunarticksTarot@gmail.com. And again, yes, enjoy the rest of the full moon in Sag energy, and I will post another reading for us very soon. Hi, Pisces. Let's use the Radiant Rider-Waite for your reading as well, as I did for Taurus. I've shuffled already in between readings. You've got the Nine of Wands coming through, but it's in reverse, and then you have the Knight of Cups on the bottom of the deck. I hope that this full moon in Sag is treating you well. We'll get one clarifier on that Nine of Wands reverse quickly. And it's the Four of Swords. I'm not surprised with the Ace of Swords reverse on the bottom of the deck. So you need to take a new perspective on things, Pisces. You may be expecting the worst, and there was someone else I said this to earlier, attracting it by expecting it. You're looking over your shoulder, looking at battles from your past and thinking, oh, well, maybe that's going to happen again. Maybe I'm going to attract a similar personality or situation or crisis or complication or problem or issue, whatever, toward me again. And if you would go within and meditate and really focus on solemn contemplation and meditation, all by your lonesome, all by yourself in solitude, without anybody else's opinions or influences around you, anybody else's voice, just your own inner wisdom there, you would really see that you're not actually scared of that person or that event creeping up on you. It's something that's in the past, but you can be manifesting it to reoccur just by focusing on your anxiety about it, right? You're almost at the very end of a spiritual journey, and it's like you're waiting on someone else to step in, either for someone to help you or someone to hinder you, and really it's just all you at this point. That said, there is someone around you who is making an immature offer. Or you need to express openly from your heart space, right? So someone around you is expressing from their heart space, but the offer they're making towards you is immature, or you're making an offer to the outside world that's a creative expression of love from your heart space. And that's the case, I think, if you're talking about like owning your own business, being your boss at your work or in your home, being the authority figure in your life. But for those of you that don't resonate with that, then I think it's a masculine, a divine masculine figure who's making you a loving offer. Now, that doesn't necessarily just mean that it's a divine masculine figure who you believe could be a romantic counterpart. It could be a father, a boss, a friend, anyone who's a mature divine masculine figure who's offering you something. Keep in mind that their offer just may be a little premature. It may be a little immature. They may not realize all of what their offer entails, even though they're the one making it. And I feel a confirmation here with the Moon card, which says to us that all is not what it seems. Again, it just echoing that same message of they may not know what it is they're offering or may not be able to live up to it, especially if it's a financial offer in relation to your wealth and your health, your well-being, tangible, material, physical, financial realms of being, especially if it's one of many offers coming in that are sort of confusing you at this point, Pisces. You're prone to mystery and indulging in escapism, fantasy, substances, etc., etc. So that's something that we have to be aware of as individuals who resonate with Pisces, right? And all the while, Pisces, I think you are moving steadily and slowly but assuredly toward a goal that you are very focused on, that you're allowing to take as much time as you need it to. You're paying close attention to detail regarding that goal. But yeah, I think you just mainly just need a perspective shift in regards to this creative expression, this affair of the heart. Is it because you need some contemplation and meditation alone, because this is an affair of the heart that you are offering again to the outside world, and you're expecting and so attracting the worst to your project and yourself at this time by just being worried and anxious and thinking about what's gone wrong in the past? Or is it that you need a new perspective on someone who's making a loving offer towards you, and they may be a little bit of a liar, they may be a little bit manipulative, and it's not necessarily that they mean to be that way. They could, or they just don't understand what they're doing, what they're saying, what they're offering. The two of you just aren't communicating clearly. Some truths need to be shared, some perspectives need to be shifted. A victim mentality here needs to be released, and perhaps in order for all of that to happen, perhaps, keep in mind, Pisces, that may mean that a fight needs to be had. I do get the feeling here that whatever the case is, you're not able to hold on to what it is that you're trying so hard to hold on to. And you need to really focus instead on standing up for what you believe in and seeing the thieves, the betrayers, the liars, perhaps, where life, the multiverse, they themselves are presenting themselves to you. Excuse me, Pisces. So with that, I hope that was able to offer you the needed insight, and that you were able to reach it. I hope that you make wise choices for yourself. Make wise choices for yourselves moving forward. Don't feel boxed in or determined by anything that we've laid out for you here in this snapshot of where we are now, if you resonate with this. If you don't, I hope you will check back in for other readings. Other readings may resonate with you. And either way, I want to thank you all for all of your support, for your likes, your subscribes, your shares, your comments, your emails, your donations. Thank you, and your orders. I so appreciate it. If you do want a private reading, just scroll down to the description box below and check out all of your options there, all of the information, including my email address, LunarticksTarot@gmail.com, as well as links can be found down below. You'll also find information regarding all of the card decks that we used and the music that you hear, the free music you hear in the background. So with that, enjoy and utilize the rest of the full moon and Sag energy, Pisces. I love you very much, and I will post another reading for us very soon.